Alright then, welcome back to Let's Play Slender the Arrival on the Xbox 360. Now, previously on oh, just a minute before we go. Just grab the card right here. Yeah, previously on Slender the Arrival, we encountered you-know-who, not Lord Voldemort, nah, Slender Man himself, along with his proxy, who was some so the sound went all funny there, Jesus. That's better. I couldn't hear my footsteps there for a while, I was wondering why. Anyway, we encountered Slender Man in Oakside Park, and then again in the Coleman mining facility, along with his proxy, who is some strange hooded girl in a mask. You find out exactly who that is later on. By the way, while we're here, I thought I'd show you the entrance to a secret level. If you interact with that teddy bear, you get taken off to a secret level which shows you exactly what happened to the missing boy, Charlie Matheson. So now we're continuing our quest to find Lauren's missing best friend, Kate, who has apparently been abducted by Slender Man. They did really well with the music in this game. I mean, take this level's music for example, it makes you feel depressed and isolated and nostalgic. I mean, your best friend has gone missing and you're having trouble finding her. You've had a lot of encounters with nasty supernatural beings. And survival is not so easy. Charming, I must say, not. Hands have teeth. Oh, shoes have tongues. Wink, wink. Now, next level coming right up. Kate, I've been doing some digging and came across an old plot of land that belonged to the Matheson family a ways back. Charles was known to take his wife Diane for sex, enough of that, and his son Charlie to the old homestead for family picnics. I never imagined what I would see there. I think Charlie may have seen something he was never meant to see. Well, of course you don't want to see your parents having sex. Stop lowering the tone. Enclosed is a recording of my findings and some documents I came across. We're dealing with something dark here, Kate. Something I can't explain. CR. Be afraid. Be very afraid. Right. So this VCR player allows you to play 2 flashback levels, and you have to play both of these levels in order to progress through the game. This is a wee door just to your left of the TV that won't open until both tapes have been played. This is the first one.
The day is September 19th. My name is CR, on site of the Matheson family farm, continuing my investigation in Charlie's disappearance. Let's see what we can turn up.
You can actually do the flashback levels in any order you want. I just prefer to do this one first. That's rather disturbing, I must say. Now this is the level that took me a while to complete because I didn't know exactly what to do. You have to go into the barn, up to the top of the stairs, press that thing, and it raises that thing out of the way. Yeah, Slender the Arrival, the game where you can't just climb over shit to get to your objective. Your next objective is to get through the silo, but you can't when the power to that generator is out. Or the fuel, should I say. The fuel in question is in a cellar. A scary cellar. Yep. There's something very ominous about this place. The music that played at the start there just adds to it. I mean, I wouldn't feel very comfortable just wandering around an abandoned farm at twilight. I remember after I recorded part 2 of my original Slender playthrough, you know, the one where I got the absolutely terrifying moment where you-know-who decided to drop in unannounced right before my eyes, and I practically screamed the place down. Well, I went to bed, and I was having trouble sleeping that night. So I couldn't get the game out of my head. You gotta turn that on to switch the lights on, by the way. And while I was lying in bed... Light, please! I'm fucking scared enough as it is. Right. Yeah, while I was lying in bed... Well, my parents were in bed at the same time. And at one point, my mum let out this blood-curdling moan in her sleep. And I'm thinking, for God's sake, like I'm not already scared enough. Come on, woman. Now, the 2 gas canisters down here are both in random places every time you play. Oh fuck, that sends chills down my spine every time I see that. Oh, okay. Little scrappy card right there. Granny Richter's Big Book of Stories. Stop flickering! Can we get a fucking electrician down here, for goodness sake? I'm just scared of running into the enemy down here. And sadly, that enemy... Ooh! That enemy in question is unfortunately the missing boy, Charlie. You briefly saw him in part 1. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. I do believe in ghosts, by the way. I've never actually had a ghostly encounter before, but my parents have. Recently, sad to say, my dog died back in November 2013, lung cancer. And a few months ago, my mum said she came home and she smelled what smelled like a wet dog. So she reckons that was my dog coming back, but just in spirit. But my dad had an even eerier one. I think this was from before I was born. By the way, I've never been in there and I don't really want to. But anyway, I think this was before I was born. My dad said he was working in some kind of public castle or something. He was installing the lighting in a room. And then suddenly the room went ice cold. And the door closed all by itself. My dad wasted no time in grabbing his stuff and getting the hell out of there. And by the way, the gate key is in a random place in this area. Let's look out for the telltale sparkling. That's it. So it'll either be in that little hut, or over there by the tree house, or amongst the bits of wood, or in that cart as well. Missed a scrapbook item as well. Excusez-moi. It's really spooky how quickly it gets dark in this level. It wasn't terribly dark when I was just about to enter here. But then as soon as you step out the front door again, boom. It's probably after midnight now. I would definitely not like to be walking around this place in real life. Especially not this time of the night. So as I've said, I'm not terribly scared of these kind of games anymore. I mean, I'm probably used to survival horror now. That's probably it. Come on, this is Slender, not COD. Bloody gun battle music. I think the game that really scared me when I first played it was probably the Scary Maze game. That horrible little game. Oh. That music just sends chills down my spine. Welcome, boys and girls, to the Chooky Spurch. Now, what word rhymes with bit, and is another way of turning your underwear to a different colour? Yeah, there's a 4-letter word that only some dictionaries have started accepting, and it's normally said when something goes wrong. That word is... That word is oops. I don't know what you were thinking. I've got a sound glitch again. I'm supposed to be hearing the crunching of my footsteps, but I'm not. I'll come back on just a second. What if I... Nah, that did nothing. Was that the sound of Charlie coming out of the... Odd. In the distance, I heard the sound of Charlie breaking out of the church just then. A few more scrappy coins to find. Easily miss one right here. Level almost done. Yep, this level really did scare the hell out of me when I first played it. I wish it could have been blind, but like I said before, I don't do blind playthroughs anymore, and it's only because it's a waste of uploads just recording myself just wandering around for hours trying to find my objective, and then soon discovering that it was easy all along.